Hello everybody, my name is Anthony, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Sardinia Piedmont, soon to be Italy in probably like 15 years or so. But we're going to continue on from where we last left off. So Denmark just went bankrupt. I did notice that Two Sicilies is at war with just, regular old Sicily. They'll probably win. I mean, they're already halfway done the second occupation. So, I mean, if they somehow lose, that would be very, very surprising. So we got our little country down here. I guess it's up here, technically. So, are they still doing any projects? Right now, I'm trying to build a winery in Piedmont. So, I mean, we have like 73,000 pounds. We can just throw money at it if we want to. And somebody was saying that we should go liberal instead of being conservative, and that actually kind of makes sense. But the problem with the Liberal Party is that we cannot subsidize the factories, and I really want to be able to subsidize them, because if we don't subsidize them, then they'll probably like all fail and everything will be bad, because they just generally always fail. So what are we focusing on right now? We are focusing on getting soldiers? No, craftsmen in Savoy. How many craftsmen are already in Savoy? Not a lot. There's about 3,300. But we're probably going to need more people in Piedmont. The number there isn't really growing too much, so let's just get some more craftsmen there, because there's going to be a new factory. So how long is this going to take? 2 years? So quite a while from now. We're getting state and government right now. This is for just so we can get up to nationalism and imperialism in 1850, because we're going to need that tech in order to do some of the events that are going to help us form the Italian nation. And we also have these guys down here in Africa. They're not really doing too much right now. We could start. What is this one? Okay, just plurality. We could also just start spending a little bit just some money on increasing naval bases, which I don't think sounds. That sounds like a good idea. It'll give us more colonial power, which we're going to need once the race for Africa begins. I mean, we're still far away from that. We're still, what, 45 years until the major rush for Africa happens, but it's coming up. And it's good to be prepared. We're already expanding the naval base here. There's already a naval base in that province. So we're already getting the maximum naval bases possible. What we could do is we could also build some forts. Like, how much are forts? They are 11,000 each. That's not a lot. You could build like maybe one. No, that's the wrong province. Okay, we'll build like one in our capital. We'll build one there, and then we'll build two. I guess. Once we have more money, I would like to build more forts, because they'll help protect our country. So right now they just want voting, and we're probably not going to give them the vote, because which one is it? It is this event? No, it's this event that'll just give us voting. So we need to wait until they get to 5 militancy. Right now they're almost at 5. So when this tech's finished, actually what we could do is we could just not pass any reforms, and this number will get higher. Because if we pass any reforms, then this number will just drop down. So we'll just kind of leave it as it is. We'll not pass any reforms, because we don't want them getting less militant. We want them to be at 5 militancy, and we'll pass the reforms, and everything will be great. We'll get turned into a semi-constitutional monarchy, I think. Maybe a constitutional. I don't know what the exact differences are, because I think like Britain is a constitutional monarchy, but somebody like Austria is a semi-constitutional monarchy. Not 100% too sure what the difference is. It might depend on what their voting franchise is. Like, if it's only landed, it might get turned to semi-constitutional, and if it's like if it's everybody, it might be constitutional. Ooh, 1 prestige, fantastic. So how far are we from 8th place? They're at 73, we're at 59, so we're not too far off. We only need, if we had like 14 more points, we would be, in the 8th spot. So is there any way we can take the Dutch down a notch? No, they don't have their cores over here anymore in Belgium, so they're not going to be able to do anything there. So they probably lost a little bit of prestige from that, from losing their. They have 33 industry. Wow, that is that's kind of impressive. And we are still building a bunch of men of wars, just trying to get our military points up a little bit. Is it actually worth it? I mean, we're building ships. I guess we could just keep building. All these ships combined are just going to equal like 1 point, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And it's just going to cost us more money. Like, how much are we spending right now on maintenance? Okay, we're spending like 5 ducats. So maybe we'll just keep them. It's not a big deal. What are we spending 116 on? It's a construction? Yeah, mostly on construction. What are we building? Oh, we're building the naval bases, obviously. And what are they getting all the things they need? Cement, explosives, and lumber. Some people don't have steel. Well, we could just go into trade. We'll go into cement. Well, we need steel. That was one of the things we needed. So just buy up some steel. We'll buy cement, which is this one. Lumber, I think, was another one. So we'll buy up some. I mean, we can kind of just see what's buying up in the stockpile right now. And explosives, okay. Trade, explosives. I mean, we're going to lose a lot of money right now. It's going to drop down by quite a bit, but that should get basically all of these started, unless there's just like no cement in the country. Or it being made. How much cement's being made? 24 by the UK, 17 by China. I mean, we'll just keep buying it. So there's just not enough cement to go around. You know what? I know we're still buying quite a bit. We're buying like 30 a day. There we go. So that means our economy should go back up. Because we're not spending anything on construction. We're still spending 120. Education spending, I think we actually want to increase that a bit. Administration spending, we can increase to probably like 75. We're still taxing everybody to 100%, but we're just going to, we're just going to keep them at 100%. And it should be fine. So our plus 22, 164. But what's costing us? Education, military. Well, it says we're supposed to be spending stuff on stockpile, but what would we be buying? Unless it still needs to update at some point, which might be the case. Are we still buying up stuff here? No, we're not buying up anything here. Oh, now we're at 6.1. So, when is this going to be done? You know what? We'll pass one reform. Yeah, you can have censored press. That'll lower it to 3.9, and that should get to about 5 by the time this tech's done. I mean, hopefully. People gain militancy. Yeah, no, the reforms will come. They will be there in like 2 years. 2 years. A year and a half, even. We will get the reforms. Everything will be great in the country. We are losing some people. I'm assuming, are they migrating, or is it because of disease? It might be, but it might be a migration. Let's see. People are moving to Brazil and the United States. Not surprising. We're getting to 5.7 prestige. So they're at 77. We're 10 points behind. And it looks like somebody's actually like really close. The Ottoman Empire is at 62. So we're going to kind of compete with the Ottoman Empire and compete with the Dutch. Just to kind of just to try to become 8th place. And then once we become a great power, we can just, influence all these guys to Sicily's. I mean, getting some of the other guys. Some of the other Italian miners will be a bit challenging because they're in the French and Austrian spheres, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So you have a 6 stack down here. How many infamy do you have? 14.63 infamy. I mean, we can expand more in Africa, but I don't think there's a reason to, right? Like, the events will come eventually, and we'll just be able to get free CBs on all these people. So if anything, we want to focus across, like in Southeast Asia, like Vietnam or something like that. How about this guy down here? They're neutral with everybody. I mean, I'd like to get these guys because they have the gold. Yeah, sure, Parma can have. Who are you fighting, Parma? Oh, they're fighting Krakow. Okay, well, fair enough. We can attack this guy. Actually, no, he's already getting killed by the Dutch. We could attack, yeah, like the Vietnamese. Could we even fabricate a claim on Vietnam? They're neutral with everybody, and I don't think we could. We can demand concession, but we can't declare war for like a full annexation. And I think France gets events that'll just annex part of them anyways. Anybody else in the area? Well, we can go into the Middle East. We won't get any CBs against these guys. Like, go against Oman. I know we have a truce with Oman, so that's not gonna happen. We could go to like Qatar. I mean, there's not a lot of people living up here though. We can go like here into Zari, but even then, is it what 15 infamy to establish protectorate? It's 15. It's just so expensive right now that I don't even like. It's probably not worth it. We can go down here into Gaza. Well, we can only demand concession. We can't demand any, and this is their sort of capital state, right? I know, the capital state's actually this one. And this is just one big state. Surprisingly, the capital of Gaza, not in Gaza. So I think that actually might be a decent little bit of land to get right here. They're allied to Basotho, but they probably also don't matter. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to demand a concession against them. 7.5 infamy, we can afford that. And this guy should just have free reign everywhere, right? Yeah, you can go everywhere because he's a small army. You have no brigades. Basotho has 3 brigades. Ooh, scary. So I guess we can just walk there. I don't think the Portuguese will give us military access. Of course, we always get discovered like immediately. Alright, so the French and Serbians. Montenegro's no longer our friend, but that's fine. We didn't really need them at all. Okay, so that's still about a year away. I feel like these texts are taking like way too long to research. Plurality is plus 65%. Literacy, I think, needs to go up. Actually, instead of getting craftsmen, should we just be... Should we just focus on clergymen? How many clergy are in here? 1.1%? Ah, let's get... Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Instead of 1%, let's get up to, you know, 2 or 3. Yeah, we have 0.92% of the population. 2% is optimal. But I think 3 or 4% is the optimal for literacy gain, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Let's see, they are at 5.66. The country's just always militant. Every country I play is just always very militant. Like, why are they militant? Monthly change, every day is not fulfilled. Okay, they're... What were they part of? The Jacobin rebels? Reform, desire, liberty. I mean, yeah, they want the reforms. They want the voting to happen. Actually, no, they don't. They don't want that anymore. But just wait a year. Just wait a year and everything will be fine. So there's Gaza. I mean, I don't know how much how long it's going to take. Look how many slaves they have. 45% of the population is slaves. You know, that's quite a bit. 2,000 unemployed people here, but that's fine. As soon as the winery opens, you will all have jobs. And that's just going to give us 1 more industrial point, so that's always good. 81, 70. The Dutch are getting more points. They're getting points faster than we are, which is an issue. Like, we don't want them getting points faster than us. Wait, did I lower? I thought I increased admin spending. Oh, did I mean to click this and accidentally click there? Yeah, that seems likely. That's probably something I would have done. Okay. I mean, we could probably increase military spending at least. Actually, no, we don't need to. If they don't have any soldiers, then we don't need to increase military spending at all. So let's go to... Diplomacy, war... Oh, no, we already have it. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Let's just declare war then. We'll demand a concession of Gaza, 13 war score. And we'll just march straight into the country. Basotho's involved now. Where's your capital? Your capital's here. Well, I won't annex this. It's inland. And actually, I don't think you can fabricate claims on stuff that are inland. Like, I'm pretty sure I could not fabricate a claim on, say, Sokoto. Oh, there's a crisis down here in Sudan. And because this is the new patch, countries outside of Europe should actually care about it. They should care, but they don't care about it. Well, I guess they don't have to care about it, but, you know, the potential is there. Even though last time in my Egypt campaign, they were very curious, they were very interested about the Congo, which, you know, really screwed us over. If we had the Congo in the late game, but by the time, like, well, by the time the rush for Africa happened, like, the whole thing would have been so much better for us in the last campaign, but that's fine. French have so many troops in Algeria. Why do you need so many troops in Algeria? I mean, will they march across the empty land? I don't know. I'm assuming they're not. Oh, so how much, how much? Everyone lose 5, okay, 5 militancy. Okay, so that should drop it down to basically nothing. And have state and government. And that's another 5.5 prestige, or 5.7 prestige, so that's, you know, pretty good. Anything else here that just gives us... Have fascist, have... Okay, thanks to our war policies, jingoism. Anything else here that just gives us a ton of prestige that we can just do? And we can't do that because we don't have nationalism and imperialism. If we had nationalism and imperialism, we could get a few more prestige ticks. Let's a little hit. Sure, why not? I mean, they're kind of militant. I mean, militancy is actually going down, which is wonderful. And this is going to be May, very soon. How's the occupation? 42%. I feel like we need to train more soldiers, but we also need to get, you know, our clergymen up. We're at 39% literacy right now. I think it's mostly just because everyone down here in Corsica is just very illiterate. I mean, it sucks for them. I mean, I wish they were literate. You know, that would help us out quite a bit. How many people actually live there in, I mean, it's the least populated state. 135,000 people. 135,000 people isn't nobody. It isn't no one. State government is almost finished. 2nd of May, so that's what, about a month from now. God, this is just taking forever. I mean, we can't train any more troops down here in Africa. We might be able to train more once we take Gaza. But I mean, if they couldn't recruit any soldiers themselves, then I highly doubt that we would be able to recruit any soldiers. So how much war score is this? Oh, really? You're the war leader. I mean, it makes sense because you actually have an army compared to everybody else. And now that we got our tech done, what do we want to do right now? Because what are these prestige? 5? I think maybe should we prestige rush a little bit? Let's see. How long will that take? It'll take until 49. So we can get realism and then immediately get nationalism and imperialism. Or we could do something like get railroads, which I think might be better for our economy, and they'll be done January. Just get some more early game tax, I think. Would make sense. And there we go. We'll do this. People who are reactionary get you 3 militancy, but that doesn't matter. And actually it only went down to 3.9, so it didn't actually do much for us at all. And now we can actually have universal voting. Free press, all allowed, gerrymandering. What do people want now? Now they want... They still want landed voting, and I don't know if you know that, but we've gone way past landed. So maybe I broke the game. Now they don't know that everything's actually great in the country. Maybe they won't do it until I pass universal. And there we go. We went from no voting to absolutely everybody getting an equal vote. So I think, you know, I think we did good for the country there. So now we are probably going to turn into a constitutional monarchy. I don't know when that event will fire. But it'll fire eventually. Also, people are at war with Hungary. Why are you at war with Russia? They want to cut Hungary down to size? I mean, like, does Hungary even start off with an army? They have 15 brigades. Austria has 44, so I'm going to assume that they're probably going to lose. And now we're a semi-constitutional monarchy, so I still have no idea what. Oh, what's this one? Have state and government, average militancy at least 2. We have all the cores. I mean, was this in the list before? Sounds Italian accepted as an... Okay, we can get a... Force of the culture, which is good, and that actually should get this up to 2. 2 ideas. Sardinia, lose cores. Does Sardinia have cores? They do, so those will disappear, and they'll make them more militant. But yeah, if we do that, there we go. Now we have enough for more national focuses, so that's good. And actually, it's going to lower... that didn't lower anything. So I think that's fine. So what do we want to do here? I guess now we can focus on getting clergy in Sardinia. Hopefully they will become slightly more literate. Actually, they both have about the exact same rate, 1.42%. But I do think that this is going to be a good time to end this video, so thanks everybody for watching. My name's been Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.